Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're getting into some really powerful principles for overcoming, well, just about any obstacle you can think of. Our source material for this is all about resilience. All right, let's jump right in with the big idea, one that's kind of fundamental to everything we're going to talk about. You just can't connect the dots looking forward. It's only when you look back, at the path you've already walked, that all the struggles and the wins, that's when it all starts to make sense.
So what does that mean for you right now? It means that step one isn't about having some perfect detailed map. Nope, it's just about having trust, a fundamental faith that somehow, someday, it's all going to come together.
So, what are we even trusting in? It's a fair question. And look, we're not talking about blind luck here or just, wishful thinking. It's really about learning to believe in your own internal compass, that gut feeling, especially when you have no idea where you're headed. And what does this trust actually feel like? Well, it's this deep down belief that the dots are going to connect down the road. You can call it your gut, destiny, life, karma, whatever works for you. The label really doesn't matter. What does matter is that you hold on to that feeling, that conviction, especially when things feel foggy. And this is what that trust gives you. It's a game changer. It gives you the confidence to actually follow your heart. It helps you step off that well-worn path that everyone else is on. And trust me, making that choice, well, that's what's going to make all the difference in the end. Okay, so let's get to the next big piece of the puzzle, finding what you truly love. And this is so important because your time here is limited, right? It's the one thing you can't get more of. So you absolutely cannot afford to waste it living someone else's life. You've got to find what really matters to you. But there's this huge trap waiting for you, and it's something called dogma. So what is that? It's basically living with the results of other people's thinking. It's when you let all the noise, all the opinions and expectations from everyone else completely drown out that little voice inside you. It's like living a secondhand life, and who wants that? And this quote just nails it. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. It's that simple and that hard, because if you haven't found that thing yet, you have to keep looking. You just can't settle. Don't do it. The journey's not over until you find it. Okay, but let's be real. It's not that easy, is it? Because there's this incredibly powerful force that's always working against you on this journey. It's an enemy, an internal one that every single one of us has to face. And that enemy has a name. It's fear. What does it do? It kills dreams. Simple as that. It kills hope. And in the end, it just paralyzes you. It keeps you stuck, unable to move forward, unable to do what you know deep down you're capable of. So how do you fight back against this fear? Well, it comes down to a choice. On one side, you have feelings. And if you let them lead, at the end of the day, there's nothing. It's chaos. On the other side, you have principles. And at the end of that road, there's a promise, a real result. And this is the key takeaway, right here. You cannot allow your emotions to control you. Because if you don't discipline them, if you don't contain them, they will absolutely use you. So how do you make that pivot? How do you go from being controlled to being in control? It all starts with one single, powerful decision. It's time to take full responsibility. So I want you to think about everything that's happened up until right now. Every setback, every mistake, everything that's held you back. Let's ask a question about all of it. What happened yesterday? And here's the answer. Ready? It doesn't matter. That's it. It just doesn't matter. The past is done. The only thing that matters, the only thing that has any real power, is what you decide to do right now.
Okay, so here's the roadmap. This is your path to control. First, you take full responsibility for your life. No more blame, no more excuses. Second, you accept where you are right now. This is your starting point. Third, you make a decision that you are going to push yourself. And finally, you start to live your life with real passion and drive.
And all of this leads to maybe the most powerful idea of all. And that is, your future is not yet written. Your story isn't over. You are the one writing the final chapter. And it all starts with this declaration, this promise to yourself. I'm coming back, and I'll be stronger and better because of it. See that? You're not just surviving, you're using this whole thing to become better. And then that big declaration, it gets followed by a quiet, simple belief. Just two words, I can. And that quiet whisper, it grows. It gets louder. It becomes an unshakable conviction. I can. That becomes the engine that drives everything. So,
Here we are at the end, which is really a new beginning. Your last chapter is totally unwritten. The past doesn't matter. All that matters is that blank page right in front of you. So the only question left is, what are you going to do about it?